Hello again. Thought today we'd look at Promised Land. Now, of course, it was released on the 8th of January 1975, Elvis's 40th birthday. And I remember in the build-up to his 40th birthday, the Sun newspaper in the UK ran the headline, Elvis Fat and 40. But they did say that his new album was coming out. So I scraped up all my pennies and asked my mum if she could get it for me. And a few days later she came in, handed me a brown paper bag, and inside was the album. I remember my dad seeing it and looking at it and saying, "What you bought that for? There's no hits on it." That was my dad. This copy's seen better days, but it is my original one. And as you can see on the back, it advertises 4 albums: Good Times, Live in Memphis, Raised on Rock, and Hits of the 70s. I loved every track on the album, and I played it over and over again until I knew all the words to every track on the album. And it holds a special place for me. Of course, it's on the orange label. And it was the first album I bought, or I acquired, on the week of release. New Elvis material. So of course the American copy, same front cover. But on the back you'll notice this album here has changed. Instead of Hits of the 70s, for some strange reason, we have the infamous Having Fun with Elvis on Stage. What can you say about that album? Nothing. I'm not going to say anything. So this album is the tan label. Now also from America we have the Quadra disc version. I wonder if anybody's ever actually heard a Quadra disc version being played on a Quadra disc player. So the same reverse. And on the orange, can we get it right? Quadra disc label. I don't know if you can see that very well. Now this one is from Brazil. And straight away you'll notice that printed on the cover is including My Boy. And sure enough, the first track on side B, or Lado B, is My Boy, which of course didn't appear on the UK and American releases. And there's the label. Next we have a copy from Spain. You can see this logo at the bottom, and on the back the 4 albums have totally disappeared. And the tracks have their English and then their Spanish versions. And this is orange label. Especial. I'm not sure if that was the original 1975 release or a special later release. Now this one, as you can see at the bottom, it says Opus RCA, and these were made in Czechoslovakia, and their reverse is totally different. There. And the RCA Opus label. So it's interesting that it wasn't just Yugoslavia behind the Iron Curtain that had been releasing Elvis albums. And of course we have the Japanese album with the paper obi, and the reverse to this one again is very different. So we have two concert photos, and then we have the tracks in English and Japanese. And this album comes with an insert in Japanese and then the lyrics in English. And on the orange label. And my last copy is a Music on Vinyl copy. Really nice cover. The American reverse. They are numbered at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. And of course, this was done on white marble. Now I see that they have reissued it again on black vinyl. I don't know if it's actually available yet. The next time I go into town I'll pop along to my local record shop, because they do stock Music on Vinyl albums, and I'll see if it's there. So those are my copies of Promised Land. I have seen another version of it where on the back cover there are two albums down one side and the other side is blank. I didn't actually look to see who'd issued it. So if you have any other copies of the album, unusual variations on the sleeve, I'd like to hear about them. When I was getting the Promised Land albums out and saw the Quadra disc, it reminded me that I have two others. Now this one is still in its cellophane with various stickers over it. Elvis Today Quadra disc, featuring the hit single TROUBLE, and then there's a sticker specially imported by ST1 25p under license, and the HMV sticker. It's cost a whole £5.50. I wish it had cost me £5.50. And those are the albums on the back. Thankfully we still have having fun with Elvis on stage. And again the Quadra disc label. And Elvis recorded live in Memphis. And this is cassette tape catalogue. And again the Quadra disc label. And of course there's the Aloha from Hawaii Quadra disc, which I've shown in another video. I'm not sure if there were any others, I've not seen any others. Of course Japanese released various Quadra disc albums as well. That's it for the albums this time. My wife has made a very good recovery from her treatment. She's up and about, intending to go back to work. So it all seems to be good news. She's waiting to be scanned to make sure they got everything. Fingers crossed. What isn't so good news, of course, is my wife is from a Russian-Ukrainian family. And as you can imagine, it's been very difficult the last few days. So let's hope for the best in the future, and bye for now.